afternoon, everyone, and welcome to high school championship basketball. I'm Mike Benson along with Greg Porter, set to bring you all the action in the Division V final. It's the Christian Patriots going up against the Julian Eagles. And Greg, looks to be an exciting game. Both of these teams very explosive offensively, come into this afternoon's game averaging about 73 points offensively. So should be explosive, should be a good one.
Yeah, it really should. Stephanie Shadwell is the All-American for Christian, and that's going to be the key. The defense of the other ball club, Julian, is going to be the key in tonight's game, or today's game.
All right, the PA announcer set to give the starting lineups, and we'll be back as well with the opening tip.
Basketball championships. We feature today 5 championship basketball games, beginning with the Division V championship between Christian High School and Julian Union High School. And now it's time to meet the championship game participants. Introducing the ASB president of Julian, Ms. Lelia Fagan. And the student body president for Christian High School, John Probst. Here's the principal for Julian Union High School, Mr. Gary Gurnett. And the principal at Christian High School, Mr. Ed Giles. Here is the athletic director for Julian, Mr. Ray McLaughlin. And the athletic director for Christian, Mr. Mike Hensey. Introducing the head coach for Julian High School, Mr. Carl Fogarelli. And the head coach for Christian High School, Mr. Ken Granger. Assistant coach for Julian, Mr. Kent Grammer. And the assistant coach for Christian High, Mr. Don Williams. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to meet today's official starting lineups. For Julian, starting at a forward, a 5'4", senior, number 32, Missy Bryant. At forward, for Christian, a 5'10", senior, number 24, April Payton. At forward for Julian, 5'10", junior number 12, April Olsen. At forward for Christian, 5'11", senior number 25, Carrie Williams. Starting at center for Julian, a 6-foot sophomore, number 31, Erin Forrest. At center for Christian, a 6'2", senior, number 31, Alicia Nader. At one guard for Julian, a 5'6", senior, number 13, Elia Mitchell. At guard for Christian, a 5'10", junior, number 22, Jenny Winning. The other guard for Julian, a 5'6", senior, number 24, Stephanie Sick. And a guard for Christian, a 5'9", senior, number 32, Stephanie Shadwell. Our officials this afternoon are Catherine Worley and Ken Perez.
All the action set to get underway here at the San Diego Sports Arena. You're watching the CIF San Diego section playoffs. It's the Division 5 final. The Christian Patriots going up against the Julian Eagles. The Patriots are coached by Kenny Granger in his third year. He's assisted by Don Williams, Norm Salter, Kevin Elwell, and Deanne Rose. The Eagles are coached by Carl Focarelli in his 7th year. He's assisted by Kent Grammer, who's helped Carl out for the last 5 years and also coaches the boys JV team. The tip, and we're underway, and the Patriots will have the first possession as Shadwell takes a shot from 10 feet out, and she drains it to get the Patriots on the board. The Patriots are in all white. They'll go left to right, and the Julian Eagles in brown or maroon going right to left on our video dial. 2-0, the Patriots off to a quick start here. They come into the game, as I mentioned during the introduction, averaging 73 points on the offensive end and only give up about 30 points or so. Actually, officially 29 if you count the playoff games as well. And for Julian, they're averaging 73 points per game and give up about 40 per game.
That was interesting right there. You know, you have over and back. I can remember in the early days of girls basketball when there was no over and back like that.
And it's basketball in the 90s, Greg.
You better believe it. And it is a lot different for the high school girls of nowadays in the 90s than it used to be. They're a lot taller, a lot stronger, a lot quicker, a lot faster.
A lot of talent out there. The Patriots get it in underneath and score it for Alicia Nader, the 6'2" senior who comes into the game averaging 14 points per game. And Julian back the other way. And counter for Missy Bryan, the 5'4" senior who averages 21 points a game herself. Very productive on the year. The Christian Patriots come into the game with an overall record of 27-5. They were 12-0, undefeated in the Harbor League. The Eagles 29-2 on the year, and we're 10-0 in the Coastal League. Christian comes away with a steal, and Jenny Wenning, 5'9" junior, sends it through.
Jenny Wenning, second team All-CIF in '94 as a sophomore.
And actually a first team All-League player this year in the Harbor League. Aaron Voris looking to send it inside and softly off the glass for Elia Mitchell, the 5'7" senior. Elia averaging about a half a dozen points on the offensive end, but very, very solid defensively. That's where she plays more of an integral part for this Julian Eagles squad. The Patriots whipping it right around the perimeter, periodically looking inside as they do to Peyton. From deep outside is Williams. Falls short, but she follows on the offensive rebound, gets tangled up momentarily, and they send it out to Missy Bryan. Bryan taking it in the paint, pivoting left and right, and a nice pass inside to April Olsen, the 5'10" junior. 17 point, 12 rebounds on the year.
She was All-CIF second team last year. A nice bucket by April.
And again, another player that was first team All-Coastal League this year. So Jenny Wenning sends it up from long distance for the Patriots.
Well, this is a good game. Both teams come out scoring.
We're expecting a high-scoring contest as Shadwell tries to follow on the offensive end and does on the second consecutive tip. Stephanie Shadwell, the 5'10" senior, All-American, as we mentioned during the opening. 15 points a game, 6 or 7 rebounds a game as well, and also averages 6 or 7 assists per game. So a multifaceted, multi-dimensional player, and she'll go to the University of Santa Barbara. 11-6, the Patriots out in front of the Eagles here with 5:14 left in the opening quarter.
Jenny Wenning getting the foul. Good play down low, of course, by number 32, Missy Bryan.
Missy connects on the first of 2. Coming down with it was Jenny Wenning after it was tipped by Shadwell. She'll go coast to coast as she sends it in on a nice pass and assist to April Peyton. April averaging just under 10 points per game for the Patriots on the year.
April, another one of those seniors that wants to get it all done again for this
Shadwell with another nice dish to Jenny Wenning. Ball is tied up, and on the jump ball rotation, the Christian Patriots, or no, make that the Julian Eagles, will have the first possession.
Jenny Wenning, the leading scorer right now in the contest. She's got 6 points.
And Stephanie Sick walks it across the timeline, and it's great to see Stephanie in the ball game. Great player all year long, first-team All-League player, co-captain of the team. As Julian sends it through, and that was Missy Bryan getting the point.
Missy Bryan down low again, effective.
Wenning from deep in the corner, nothing but oxygen. 18-9. The Patriots double their lead over the Eagles. The Patriots winning their semifinal game against Horizon Christian 76-22. Stephanie Shadwell had 21 in that game. Jenny Wenning had 20. In the quarterfinal, they were successful over Lutheran with a big win, 76-12, so destroying their competition during the playoffs. The Eagles, in their semifinal game, they were victorious 62-44 over Bishops. April Olsen had 22, and that actually ensured a place in the Southern Regionals here in California for the Eagles. And in the quarterfinals, they beat Calipatria 87-34. April Olsen had a great game offensively. Erin Voris threw in 17 points to help her squad. Other players contributing as well, as Stephanie Sick hustles across the timeline. Gets it out to Elia Mitchell. And Boris from long range. A nice, strong rebound brought down by April Payton.
Nice job by Payton, just going up strong, getting the rebound, and, of course, drawing the foul.
The press being featured by the Eagles proves to be successful as Stephanie Sick sends it in from the corner. And speaking of Stephanie, in that semifinal game against Bishops, she actually collapsed later in the game. And she was taken to Grossmont Hospital, actually had a viral infection, but she was able to overcome it. Got plenty of rest and is back in the lineup as Jenny Wenning sends it through for the Christian Patriots. 21-11. Christian out in front of Julian. Payton attempting to send it up to Stephanie Shadwell. We'll take a look when we get a moment at the results of yesterday's games in the boys divisions 1 through 5. We'll also take a look at the games that will follow this first game. From long range was Alicia Nader. 2:39 left in the opening quarter of play. Elia Mitchell sends one up from deep atop the key there as Shadwell splits two defenders. She'll take it all the way in and lays it up softly.
Beautiful play by Stephanie Shadwell, the All-American, taking it on her own all the way down for the deuce.
2 minutes, 18 seconds left in the opening quarter of play. You're watching all the action at the San Diego Sports Arena. And a nice soft touch there. Counted for Elia Mitchell, the 5'7" senior. Nice soft touch from the corner. That one rolled around the basket and finally dropped in.
And she's got 4.
Shadwell at the top of the key. Works it out to Alicia Nader. Alicia inside to Shadwell.
Trying to overplay.
The Julian foul is number 12, April Olsen. That's her first personal, third.
Both of these teams playing in a few tournament games as well before the season started. We can talk about them and some of the results as Carrie Williams, the 5'11" senior, who averages over 10 points a contest, sends one up from long range. The attempted steal by Stephanie Shadwell, just hacking the arm of April Olsen.
The Christian foul is on number 32.
And the Eagles will retain possession underneath. 26-13, the Patriots out in front. The attempted bounce pass, and that one stolen away by Alicia Nader.
The height made it tough on that inbounds pass.
Stephanie Shadwell to Jenny Wenning inside to Nader. Little fall away jumper. Comes off and taken in by April Olsen. And April dribbles that one off of her foot, and that will go by way of the Patriots.
Nice defense by the Patriots. April Olsen showing that she has some speed running down an open floor.
In yesterday's action, Greg, for the boys in Division 5, it was the Horizon Christian squad victorious over La Jolla Country Day 55-53. That one going right down to the wire. Horizon Christian connecting on 4 free throws to put them over the top. We'll take a look at the others here in a moment as Shadwell hustles to regain control. Wenning back to Shadwell. Had a notion to send it up, then decides to take it in the paint. And a nice pass to Peyton underneath. Lincoln Prep, big winners over Holtville yesterday, 84-48 in boys play. El Camino just gets by Scripps Ranch in Division 2 play, 59-58. Well, Jenny Wenning coming down with a rebound, gets tied up with April Olsen. And Christian will have possession this time as Valerie Nader comes into the game, and April Cares, a 5'8 junior, coming in as well. In the final game yesterday, Greg, just to top off the boys' action, Rancho Buena Vista over Vista, 57-49.
And boy, was that a big game for Rancho Buena Vista. Vista winning it last year. Rancho Buena Vista getting the answer to it this year.
Half a minute to go here in the opening quarter. For one final shot here. Little half hook shot from the baseline, and Shadwell hustles it across the timeline.
I was just going to say, Mike, boy, they really sock it in underneath that basket. That's why the Patriots are here in the finals for the 5th year in a row.
Valerie Nader starting the action at the top of the key, worked it out to Wenning. They try to go back inside with it. And Julian responsible for the foul, and Christian will look for one last shot here with 4 seconds to go. Shadwell with a turnaround jumper, little off the mark, and that will do it. The first quarter of play coming to a close here at the San Diego Sports Arena. You're watching the CIF San Diego section playoff in Division 5. It's the Christian Patriots 28, the Julian Eagles 13. The Julian Eagles going right to left, have that one taken away by Carrie Williams. Slows down, sends it back to Wenning with a nice pass inside to Nader. They whipped it around nicely that time, Greg.
Alicia Nader, first team All-CIF as a junior last year, knows how to play.
And just another of the many players having a productive year this year as well. And Nader was actually honorable mention All-American and easily a first-team All-Harbor League player. Just underway here in the second quarter of play, 30-13. Christian well out in front of Julian. And a nice shot there off the glass by Missy Bryan, the 5'4 senior. And I tell you what, she's been explosive in the playoffs. She's actually had 32 points against Calipatria. She's averaging over 30 points in the playoffs alone. She had 51 against Calvin Christian.
She's got 7 today.
Carrie Williams takes advantage of that height in underneath. With her height, she likes to shoot from outside, but just as effective inside as she shows there as well. An official timeout is called as one of the players might have accidentally got poked in the eye. It appears to be April Olsen, so the officials will take a timeout, and George Langevin Productions will take a break with 6:56. It's 32-15, the Patriots out in front of the Eagles. And actually, we'll just go ahead and resume play here as the official, Catherine Worley, will give way to the Eagles. The other official, by the way, is Ken Perez. Those the two officials for this afternoon's game. All the action getting underway at 12:30 this afternoon. Followed by game after game this afternoon as well. That shot falls short by Missy Bryan. Brought down by Alicia Nader. Shadwell with a pass to Wenning in the corner. Brought down by Erin Voris. Erin really stepping up her play here in the latter half of the season. Has 16 rebounds in the playoffs.
Boy, they really help out defensively, the Patriots. Over there in the corner, double teaming.
Aubrey Livermore into the lineup. She's number 11. 5'7" junior. Seeing some play here in the early going for the Eagles. Wenning off the window. Fine assist by Shadwell.
Jenny Wenning getting the basket again, and then the transition, creating problems for the Lady Eagles.
Shadwell with a nice block there on the defensive side as they attempt to go up court on a baseball pass to Jenny Wenning just over her head, as Aubrey Livermore will take a break, and April Olsen back into the lineup, so apparently she's okay. Again, I mentioned might have taken a little poke to the eye. Probably just needed to relax and regather her sight. 5:53 left in the opening half of play. That one getting away from Missy Bryan. Stephanie Shadwell with a bounce pass inside Alicia Nader. She's hacked on the arm, and she'll go to the line for a potential three-point play for the Patriots.
Boy, I tell you, Shadwell is going to be a great addition to that UC Santa Barbara ball club. They are really going to be good for some time. They got a great all-around player, as you mentioned before, Mike, and Stephanie Shadwell. And, of course, number 31, Alicia Nader. She's going over there, too.
And connects. And she hits about 75% of her free throws, which is phenomenal. 37-15, the Patriots out in front of the Eagles.
Nice intercept by April Payton.
Stephanie Shadwell in the near corner has that nice ball control. Whips it to the top of the key to Wenning in the corner to Carrie Williams. A little long on the shot, but Alicia Nader right there. The good players get themselves in the right place at the right time. Boxed out, got inside positioning. Proved to be effective for her. The offensive follow, will it go? Yes, it does. Elia Mitchell.
Elia Mitchell was guarded very well there, but she still had the court ability to get the ball up in the air, and it rolled around like a motorcycle in a motordrome and went in.
Following this game, we'll have the Division IV final. It'll be actually Claremont going up against Holtville. It'll be the first finals appearance for Claremont, and Holtville lost last year's title, so they'll be looking for some redemption here. That's the 2:30 game in Division IV. A foul shot coming off the board, and Tracy Epps, 5'5", sophomore. And I'll tell you, she's done a fine job for Christian in a limited playing role, has 86 assists. So she likes to distribute the ball. The attempted pass up court to Missy Bryan over her head, and the Patriots will have possession.
Again, the defense for the Patriots up and down the floor, able to create problems for the Lady Eagles, and that is something that they have to really try to deal with today.
Tracy Epps, the young sophomore, jogs it across the timeline, and a fine pass inside to Williams. The assist from Valerie Nader. Valerie really coming along. She had 10 points against Horizon. Shows that she can be unselfish as well, with an alert pass underneath to Williams. 41-17. Christian well out in front of the Eagles.
Christian foul number 25, Carrie Williams. That's her first personal, the fourth Patriot team foul.
In Division III, or actually in Division II, Santana will go up against Our Lady of Peace. Our Lady of Peace with 20 wins on the season will have their work cut out for them against Santana, who average about 39 points in victory as a victory margin against their opponents in the playoffs.
Last time down the floor, Jenny Wenning, the leader scorer in this contest, trying a three-pointer, just couldn't get it.
The nice, strong follow by Olsen, who goes up for the offensive board, at least the attempt, and Stephanie Shadwell comes down with it. Stops at the top of the key, sends it out to Jenny Wenning. Wenning cross court, and a little runner there. Will it fall? Yes, Tracy Epps with a fine shot there, showing good coordination as she was able to control her body and put that one up softly. In the paint for Julian is Missy Bryan, who averages 21 points a game, just continuing where she left off here in the playoffs, averaging over 30, as I mentioned before.
And she's got 9 so far in this one.
That one taken away by Erin Voris. April Olsen takes her right down the lane. She's hit on the arm, and she'll go to the line shooting 2.
April Olsen says, I'm a fine player too, and I'm going to go ahead and take Stephanie to the glass. And she did strong and drew the foul.
Alicia Nader back into the lineup along with April Payton for the Patriots. And closing out the rest of the game today in the nightcap, it'll be Poway against Rancho Bernardo. It'll be the 5th straight year for Poway in the finals. And Rancho Bernardo goes for its 2nd section title in 3 years, so that should be a good one as well. So that all the action following this ball game this afternoon.
Stephanie Shadwell with 2 fouls. She's out of the contest now. You don't want to get your star player in foul trouble.
There's April Olsen connecting on the free throw, 43-20. 3:16 left in the half. From long distance, and what a fine shot by Stephanie Sick, the talented 5'6" senior. 14 points, 12 assists, the heart of the team. Gets it done from long range. Jenny Wenning from the near corner. She drills it.
Jenny Wenning having a great first half.
From the top of the key is Olsen. That one rattles in and out. Voris on the follow, the attempted rejection by Alicia Nader. They're going to call her with the foul.
Erin Voris going up strong on the glass, and of course she drew the foul.
And Stephanie Shadwell, after taking a breather, you made mention how she had picked up a couple fouls, took a little breather, and she's back into the action. 2:45 left in the half, 45-23.
Shooter Aaron Warren, shot. Number 11, Aubrey Livermore returns.
Aubrey Livermore back into the lineup for Julian. One comes off the board to Carrie Williams. Christian actually beating Julian in the 1992 final. That actually a good year, though, for Julian. They also lost by just 1 point in the regional semifinals, as that one attempted up court pass to Payton by Stephanie Shadwell.
Boy, Stephanie Shadwell showing her dribbling abilities into the backcourt, going around a couple of players.
So Christian will retain possession. The officials actually changing their call there. Jenny Wenning looking to go back to Payton. Carrie Williams on the outside. They'll work it right around the sphere. Payton turns around, sets up for the shot. Alicia Nader right there with the offensive follow, and she connects.
Alicia Nader in the paint, getting in the soft area of the defense, able to score.
And up and down, a violation going against Missy Bryan.
Size creating a real problem down low for the Lady Eagles. They just don't have the size to be able to contend with the Lady Patriots.
Jenny Wenning appearing to be slowing things down here. The Patriots, Shadwell into Alicia Nader, who sends that one up from the left side of the foul line area, 49-23.
10 points for Alicia.
That one stolen away by Carrie Williams. She'll take it in. gets her own offensive board and sends it through.
Carrie Williams now with 8.
Livermore, shot falls short. Wenning brings it down, sends it out to Williams. Up court to Stephanie Shadwell. She'll walk it across the timeline and say, hey, we'll work for one shot. Better than that, we'll take a timeout with 1:03 left in the half. It's the Christian Patriots 51, the Julian Eagles 23. Tracy Epps back into the lineup for the Patriots. Working top side. Nice pass inside to Chadwell. And Stephanie Shadwell with a nice little half hook off the glass. 53-23.
Stephanie doesn't have to do all the scoring when you got other players that can also put it up and in.
And speaking of putting it up and in, Missy Bryan at just 5'4", still one of the best post players in the county, sends it up between 2 players to give her team a quarter of a century. 25 points here with 25 seconds left to go in the half. Nader a little strong on the shot. Payton with the rebound. Got tied up there. Ball kind of hesitated in the air, and April decided to continue her dribble and was called for the double dribble. That one taken away by April. Redeems herself on the defensive side. A nice little spin move by Stephanie Shadwell.
Beautiful play by the senior Payton to have the presence of mind to get it to Shadwell for the bucket.
4 seconds left in the half.
Well, again, the transition has been a real tough thing for the Lady Eagles to try and be successful at, because the Patriots get down the court. And then when they do get down the court, either they turn the ball over or it's a difficult shot down low.
Aubrey Livermore, 5'7" junior, to the line. Connects on the first. 55-26 the score. The Christian Patriots, as they came out for warm-ups, had Strive for 5 on their T-shirts, looking to be successful for the 5th consecutive year in the state tournament. Have already won the CIF section in Division 5 5 years in a row, looking to make it 6 here.
And I'm sure their goal has to be to try and win the state championship this year. They fell short. Oh, so close last year, losing to a Northern California team up there in Oakland.
So that will do it. The first half of play coming to a close here at the San Diego Sports Arena. You are watching the CIF San Diego section playoffs, the Division 5 final. It's the Christian Patriots 55, the Julian Eagles 26. As we get ready to begin the second half of play, go ahead, Greg. Greg, give us a quick scoring summary of the first half.
Well, for the Christian Patriots, who have 55 points, the leading scorer in the contest in the first half is Jenny Winning with 17 points. Alicia Nader has 13. Stephanie Shadwell has 10. Carrie Williams has 9. April Payton has 4. And Tracy Epps has 2. For the Lady Eagles, the leading scorer is Missy Bryan. She's got 11. Mitchell, she's got a total of 6. Stephanie Six got 5. April Olsen got 3. And Aubrey Livermore has 1.
All right, and the Patriots in white will go right to left, and the Eagles in the dark jerseys will go left to right on our video dial in this second half of play. So a fairly high-scoring contest, as we had predicted. Stephanie Shadwell showing that nice ball control and the nice pass inside to April Payton.
Just a little lapse on the defense there, and April got free.
You had mentioned how Jenny Wenning had 17 points in that first half. I should add that 3 of those came on 3-point shots. She can shoot it from outside. Carrie Williams also had a shot from deep outside. Stephanie Sick for the Eagles threw up a long-range shot as well. Wenning inside to Alicia Nader, on the nice little fall away. That one rolled basically in and out. And Alicia should find herself at the line shooting a pair. The Patriots played in some nice tournament games. They actually played in what they call the BCI. It's the Basketball Congress International Invitational in Phoenix. There was 42 teams, and the Patriots were the consolation champions in that tournament. Then in Colorado Springs, they played another BCI tournament with 88 teams. It was a major prep tournament, and Christian finished in 12th place. Then in the Best of San Diego, they won that tournament. They beat Rancho Bernardo in the finals. Then in the Coca-Cola game, 46 teams, they came in second. Martyr Day won that one as Boris comes off with the rebound, tries to get it back to her awaiting teammate Stephanie Sick, and it does eventually end up in her hands. Olsen down court. Bryant trying to take it from baseline to baseline on a reverse layup. Gets hit on the arm, and she'll go to the charity stripe.
Missy Bryan almost traveling on that play, but she was able to get it up despite her body being off balance. Good coordination by Missy Bryan.
And Missy softly connects on the first. The Eagles played in the Thanksgiving tournament, the Coronado Thanksgiving tournament. They went undefeated, 5-0 in that tournament. Then the Ramona Christmas tournament, they defeated Ramona, Patrick Henry, Crawford, Granite Hills. And they also played in the Christmas tournament in Lincoln. That was also called the David Grayson Memorial. And they played against teams like Crenshaw, which was a nice lead-up against a team like Christian. They have players averaging about 6'2" in height as April Payton sends it through for the Christian Patriots. So some nice tournaments being played by each respective team to really prepare them for the year. As April Olsen sends one through. Again, averaging just under 20 points per game on the year. And a very, very productive year for the Eagles. Christian looking to get it inside to April Payton, but to no avail. However, the Christian squad will retain. Shadwell sends it out to Jenny Wenning. Top side to Carrie Williams.
Just couldn't get the three to go. Excuse me.
April Olsen, Greg, coming down with the rebound. Sends it out on an attempted bounce pass to Ilya Mitchell and snared away nicely by Stephanie Shadwell. Such a multifaceted player.
Christian Patriots have brought their cheerleading squad today down at the floor of the sports arena.
Yeah, attempting to cheer their team to victory and doing just that so far. Voris finally coming away on the loose ball. Stephanie Sick hustles it across the timeline, being guarded tightly by Stephanie Shadwell. That one picked off by Carrie Williams, who gives way to Shadwell with a nice little ball control, dishing inside. A nice wraparound pass to Carrie Williams.
Stephanie Shadwell just using some of her ball control moves there and just taking it easy, knowing that there's going to be a trailer on the play.
And I tell you, Christian taking it up a notch defensively here, and a nice runner by Stephanie Shadwell. And the Patriots administer their ubiquitous full-court press here as the Eagles hustled across the timeline and stolen away once again by the Patriots. That one just getting off the hand of Jenny Wenning. And the Eagles should retain on the far side as the 11s in counterpart come in for each team. Tracy Epps for Christian. Aubrey Livermore for Julian. Voris from the corner. Offensive board. Missy Bryan goes up strong. A little fall-away jumper. Voris on the offensive board, and that one gets away from her as she attempted to go up.
The girls from Julian riding a long ways to get down here and play in this CIF championship game.
Not having the type of success they wanted to have in this game, but again, Tuesday starts the state tournament. And Carl Folcarelli and his squad really looking forward to that as Wenning couldn't get the shot to fall. Shadwell with the offensive board. But I mentioned in 1992, Julian lost by 1 point in the regional semifinals, and after that game, the four seniors that are seniors now that were playing then said that they vowed that they would get back to that point. And this is a year for them to do that. 4 minutes left in the third quarter of play, and a nice deal as Epps sends it up to Shadwell. She sends it off the glass, 67-29. The Patriots out in front of the Eagles.
Great play by Shadwell, using her body to protect against Voris's attempt to block the shot. She got it up off the glass and in.
Stephanie Sick, working at the top of the sphere, sends a shot up from just outside the foul line. Couldn't get it to fall, but getting in position was Erin Voris.
Julian, number 31,
Tracy Epps, the sophomore, getting some playing time, winning off the mark, but Shadwell right there on the offensive board goes up and gets hacked, and she's got a potential three-point play coming up.
Shadwell just slashing through the lane, going to the hoop strong, and a finish.
Second Lady Eagle team foul.
So Kenny Granger in his third year for Christian has to feel very pleased with his team's output this afternoon.
Kenny, a man who has to go through some things of his own, only on one leg, but I tell you what, he's a very strong individual, and it shows in his players' play.
As the Eagles take it back the other way, that was April Olsen. Coach Granger also coaching the Christian Heritage College, which is on the same campus as the Christian Patriots High School squad is. Always looking to recruit excellent high school players. Nice little coast-to-coast move there by Aubrey Livermore.
And Livermore has 3 points.
And all four of the seniors for Granger's squad being voted to the All-County All-Star team. 2:28 left in the third quarter. The Christian Patriots 69, the Julian Eagles 35. Valerie Nader sending it into Wenning, back to Epps. And Alicia Nader with a nice pass inside to her sister Valerie, and she sends it through.
Valerie getting her first bucket of the contest on the nice high post feed from her sister.
And Valerie, the younger of the two, she's just a sophomore, but honorable mention All-League, has to feel great about that. And Tracy Epps, honorable mention All-League. And as we say her name, she attempts the assist to Alicia Nader.
Nice assist by Tracy Epps. Epps seeing the floor well, getting it quickly to Nader.
Shot from outside the perimeter. Alicia Nader comes down with it, sends it out to Jenny Wenning, showing nice control as she had to slow her body up, dribbling left-handed coast to coast. Takes a lot of coordination when you're going full speed to try to slow yourself down that last second. And Jenny able to do that, 75-35. And a nice runner by Missy Bryan. Co-player of the year in the Coastal League, first team All-League player, a given.
Second team All-CIF in 94.
Actually a four-year player on the varsity for the Julian Eagles. Audrey Livermore will send it in to Stephanie Sick.
I think you can safely say, Mike, that there's a lot of fine players, some of the best in the county, out there on the floor right now.
That is true. Christian being ranked #1 in the county. And I'll tell you, no one really ever gave Julian a chance this year. And look at how phenomenally well they've done. Bishops was ranked ahead of them, as well as a few other teams. And they spanked Bishops in the semifinals 62-44. So showing that they were, in fact, a much, much better team than they were given credit for at the beginning of the year. So they have to feel great about a productive year.
Well, anytime you only lose 2 games coming into a title game, you have to have had a very spectacular year.
And it helps to have a fine coach, and Carl Focarelli in his 7th year with the team. He does some nice things. The players all love him as a coach. They respect him, and they want to win for him. And that's what it's all about as a coach. And that goes the same for Kenny Granger for the Christian Patriots.
You better believe it. And up there in the mountains, they've got the good program. The Lady Eagles.
Erin Voris sends it through the nets on the free throw. 75-38, the Christian Patriots looking to hit the century mark here in this ball game. They have an opportunity, Greg, to do that.
Be interesting to know what is the biggest margin of victory in a CIF championship game of any division.
Or at least the most points scored by one team.
That too.
Tracy Epps looking to take it in towards the paint, works it back outside to Kerry Williams. They'll play a little catch on the outside as Epps takes it in the paint on the runner, goes down hard as she's hit on the body, and she'll go to the line to shoot a pair.
Epps, good lateral movement to be able to slash through the lane and create the foul opportunity.
And again, Tracy, just a sophomore. Good to see some of these young players because both teams feature a lot of seniors this year. Veteran teams on both sides, so it's nice to see some of these younger players getting into the action because they'll see a lot next year. 42 seconds left in the third. Epps makes it 76 for the Christian Patriots.
Very fluid at the line, Tracy Epps.
Stephanie Sick surveying the court, splits a couple defenders, takes it in strong. Brought down by April Kerr, the 5'8" junior, who, in speaking with Kenny Granger, says that she's probably the most improved player, has really stepped it up. That's so rewarding for a coach to see that in a player. They just get better and better with each game as the season progresses. And that one taken away nicely by Aubrey Livermore. Missy Bryan, a little turnaround against three players. A nice attempt. Alicia Nader comes down with a rebound, and 3/4 of play come to a close here at the San Diego Sports Arena. You're watching the Division V final. You're watching a George Langevin production presentation. I'm Mike Benson along with Greg Porter, bringing you all the action. It's the Christian Patriots 76, the Julian Eagles 38. Is there any one particular team that you're doing? The final quarter of play underway here at the San Diego Sports Arena. Stephanie Sick from long range, hustling over to attempt to keep it in play for her team was April Cares. The ball moving faster than her body, so she alertly just lets it go as Christian will retain anyway. Alicia Nader walks it across the timeline, shows nice ball control. At 6'2", a senior, having quite a year. Not only averaging 14, 15 points on the year, but averaging about 7 boards as well. Her father and Valerie's father, just going to mention Greg, is of course Swen Nader, who played for UCLA, had so much success in the ABA, had some great games there. As a kid, I used to always read all the autobiographies on all the great centers: Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Bill Walton, Wilt Chamberlain, Swen Nader, and it was just kind of neat to read the steps that they've taken in their life. And Swen Nader, of course, was a backup to Bill Walton, who was probably one of the most prolific scorers in high school and dominating centers in college. So very difficult to see adequate playing time as Walton's backup, but Swen Nader was able to do that and went on to have a successful career in the ABA, which is, of course, now defunct, but he had some great games.
Yeah, he really did. And then of course, playing with the AIA players, the Christian players, Swen Nader, a real nice person.
He's running some type of camp.
Yeah, he really is.
Some type of program. You can give us some more information on that. 7:07 left here in the final quarter. 76-38 is the score as Aubrey Livermore will go to the line for the Julian Eagles. Julian with 29 victories on the year. Have to feel great about that. What a great season. Aubrey connecting on the first. Has a few substitutions. Peyton Shadwell and Wenning back into the action for the Patriots. Livermore connects on the second.
I was going to say, again, you know, you mentioned Swindon. I got a chance to talk to him. He does have the basketball camp, and that camp is based on a lot of the players that are trying to go to college and show that they have the skills, and they get a chance to show them right before they go to college. A lot of the college scouts are there, and if they have the basics, then those players are being picked up by the college teams.
And speaking of the skills, Carrie Williams for Christian and Missy Bryan for the Eagles showing nice skills as Williams set up for a nice clinic shot on the near corner, and Bryan with a nice runner. Both getting their shots to fall. As Wenning has that one snagged from behind, Bryan tips it back to Olsen, who goes up for the shot, and a traveling violation is the call before April could go up for the shot. 78-42. Just under 6.5 minutes to go in the ball game. And immediately following the game, please join us for the post-game show. We'll get a chance to speak with some of the players and get their thoughts on today's game, some of their more enjoyable or most rewarding games during the year, including the playoffs, and where they go from here. All that coming your way during the post-game show. Olsen comes down with the board. Hustles it up. Tries to go coast to coast herself. Finally sends it in the corner to an awaiting teammate. And Carrie Williams comes down with it, sends it out to Shadwell. And Stephanie will just jog across the timeline, working on the far corner to Wenning with a nice pass inside to April Payton. April Olsen able to come down with it.
Again, the good defense displayed by the Lady Eagles.
Fall away by Bryan. Elia Mitchell attempting to come down with a rebound. That one getting away from the Eagles, and the Patriots going right to left on our video dial has possession.
And just as I mentioned, the defensive play by the Lady Eagles on the other end of the floor, you see the Patriots defense. It's why they are, again, going to be in the state playoffs and have another good chance at winning it all in the state of California.
Alicia Nader here on the near sphere. Wenning, top side. Looking inside momentarily, throws a nice dish with her left hand and a nice running left-handed hook by Alicia Nader off the window. 80-42.
Alicia Nader using her height again.
Carrie Williams goes to the floor to try to tie up with Missy Bryan. And on the jump ball rotation, Greg, the Patriots will have possession.
Yeah, you mentioned the height of Alicia Nader. She's 6'2". Her sister is 6'2". You know, there's a lot of girls that nowadays in the 90s are much taller than they used to be in the 80s high school and the 70s high school game. And who knows, maybe one day you might see a girl 6'10" or 7 foot.
And very coordinated.
Exactly. Doubtful you'll see it in a high school game, though, Mike.
April Payton on a nice follow there. And speaking of talented players in the girls division, we watched Alyssa Murphy for Scripps Ranch play the other day. What a talent there. Kind of very similar in play to a Stephanie Shadwell in the way that she handles the ball and has that court vision. She's a multifaceted player, and actually she's going to play in a game against Torrey Pines. And Alyssa averages about 28 points a game. But Torrey Pines has kind of a size advantage. But that game in Division II coming up later on this afternoon as well.
I'll tell you what, that'll be a fine showing, that all-county CIF game. The East against the West, or however they do it, the North and South.
Stephanie Sick takes it in the lane. She's fouled. And neither team over the limit yet, so the Eagles will retain underneath as Missy Bryan will handle the ball as her teammates break off of her. Stephanie Sick from the corner with a nice pass inside and a fine steal by April Payton. Attempts to throw it down court and stolen away nicely by Stephanie Sick. Stephanie slows things down. Little double team against her. It's Shadwell and Payton. Mitchell with a fine dish inside to Bryan. Got caught underneath the basket, but follows her shot. A nice back-to-back offensive possession by Missy Bryan.
I'd like to know what college she's going to. She's a fine player, too. going to help one college basketball program of sorts.
Yes, you will. And Wenning back the other way out to April Payton. In the far corner to Valerie Nader. Attempting to go inside to Jenny Wenning, and that one knocked away. The last second by Elia Mitchell.
Some of the girls that go to small schools elect not to go to the larger programs, even if they are recruited by them. But I tell you, a great program that's right here in our backyard, San Diego State. They just got through being the first team to go undefeated in the WAC, whether it was a boys or men's program or a women's program.
Yes, they have done exceptionally well. 3 minutes left in the ball game here. It's 82-44. The Patriots out in front of the Eagles. A comfortable margin.
It's doubtful they're going to make that 100 points that that you mentioned earlier in the game, but this is an unbelievable margin, though, in a title game.
I would think that Coach Granger is thinking more along the lines of getting some other players into the action in these closing minutes as opposed to hitting the century mark.
Understandably so.
And as we speak of substitutions, number 34, Laura Harp, into the action, a 5'9" sophomore. Sees some action, and she'll give April Payton, the talented 5'9" senior, a rest.
April Payton officially with 8 points unofficial.
Yep. Just a hair under her average, as she averaged just under 10. Shot about 51-52% from the field on the year. That's sensational. Alicia Nader actually shot about 52% as well. Jenny Wenning about 51%. So this amazing statistics being featured by a lot of these players this afternoon. Valerie Nader in the corner to Carrie Williams with a nice little move there to get herself in position to send one off the glass. Valerie Nader, trying to follow on the offensive board, was tied up with Elia Mitchell. And Julian will have the possession on the rotation as Tracy Epps comes back into the lineup, giving a break to Stephanie Shadwell, who gets a nice hand from the crowd here on the near side, and why not?
I got her with 19 in the game, and it's not the points for Stephanie Shadwell. It's the on-court ability that creates things for the rest of her teammates.
You got it. The presence and a fine shot outside three-point range for Stephanie Sick.
Boy, she'll remember that three-pointer.
That was nice. Jenny Wenning, the top of the key. Just under 2 minutes to go in the ball game as Valerie Nader sets up, gets herself in position to send that one through the twines. 84-49, 148 and counting left in the game.
Get ready to see Valerie Nader again and more play like this in the CIF finals.
And again, just a sophomore. That one gets off the hand. Actually, I thought that was going to be an out-of-bounds play, but it turns out that Carrie Williams actually hacked one of the Julian players on the arm, and it'll be Stephanie Sick that will go to the line. So Carrie Williams will go out of the game on fouls and gets a nice supporting hand from the Christian fans. Finish with another fine game for the Patriots. We talked about fine stats. Carrie Williams shooting over 70% herself from the free throw line. Was an all first team Harbor League player.
And Jessica Kennard gets the rebound, a freshman, but they get it back.
Stephanie Sick trying to take it right down the paint for a shot of her own as Tracy Epps on the bounce pass. Oh, and a fine block shot there as April Olsen was able to strip that one away from Laura Harp.
Hate to call this garbage time, Mike, but it's actually learning time. And if you're a young player, this is a great time to learn playing against great competition, and you can develop that for the future.
As Missy Bryan connects on the first, you're right, and Jessica Kennard, just a freshman, you said, at 5'4". So seeing some action here in the final has to feel great about that. Shot falls short, brought down eventually by Epps. Laura, or make that April Cares, also helping out on the offensive end. That one just over the head of April. Goes out of bounds with 1:11 left on the clock. 84-50. comfortable 34-point margin for the Patriots. Stephanie Sick jogs it across the timeline for three. Brought down by Laura Harp.
She was trying to get her third three-pointer in this contest.
Sick inside. Little turnaround and a fine rejection by Valerie Nader. Aaron Boris on the offensive follow. Cares goes back to Tracy Epps. Tracy Epps showing nice dribbling ability, splitting through a couple of defenders. Valerie Nader from deep in the corner rattles it home.
That's a great play by Epps, just finding somebody open. She finds Nader all alone.
Long range shot by April Olsen. And Jessica
Kennard deciding, I'm going to take it to the hoop. This is a thing that I've got to do in the future. First year with a great program, they're going to expect a lot more of that from me.
So Jessica Kennard hoping that she would probably see herself going to the line, but that's not the case, as the Eagles not over the limit to close out the game. Laura Harp sends it out to Cares, and trying to keep it in play was Jessica Kennard, the hustling 5'4" freshman. A gallant effort on her part, and the Julian Eagles will bring in a host of players, everybody getting into the action. Amber Holt, Tara Howard did not play. She had a sprained ankle, but she was the most prolific scorer for the JV team. But other players for the Eagles were Lilia Fagan, Gabby Rojas, Katie McDowell, and Mary Mitchell as well. So everyone's seeing a little bit of action in the final, and that will close things out here at the San Diego Sports Arena. You've been watching the CIF San Diego section playoffs in Division 5, and the Christian Patriots keep things rolling for themselves as they go over the top of the Julian Eagles by a final score of 86-52. And right from the start, they got off to a strong start there, Greg, and just was never say die right from the beginning.
Really, and they just beat them up and down the court. They were able to do the outside game well, and they were able to do the inside game well. Just the height and the speed and the quickness, overall ability of the Patriots was just too much for their Lady Eagles tonight.
And the bottom line is that they both made it here to the final. They have to feel pleased about that, and they'll both go on to the state tournament as well. I'm Mike Benson along with Greg Porter. We'll be back in a moment for the awards ceremony, and we'll also have the post-game show, including some interviews as well. Okay, we are back for the post-game show. You're looking at the Christian Patriots starting five here. They go over the top, prove victorious over the Julian Eagles, and they'll go on to the state tournament as well. And since we've got the starting five together, let's have each of you just introduce yourselves first of all and give us like maybe a personal highlight on the year thus far. I know you've got further to go, but talk to us about what's been happening so far in the year.
Hi, my name is Alicia Nader, and I'm a senior this year. And I can't really think of a highlight except for the whole season. I mean, we've been doing good the whole season. I can't think of any major highlights.
Okay. I know, Alicia, it's a team game, but is there one game that sticks out in your mind that was maybe would go on your individual highlight film as maybe your best game personally? Talk to us about that.
Probably when we played Mar Vista and I had a high-scoring game.
Okay. All right. Where did your scoring come from? Inside, outside? What made it so effective for you?
I think it was just the guards were getting me the ball in the post, and my shots were going in.
Okay. All right. And yourself?
My name's April Payton. I'm also a senior, and I think the best thing about this year is all of us playing together. I mean, that's been the best part of it. I mean, nothing else comes before that. Just we have a great team. An individual, I can't really think of anything.
Well, let me ask you this, April. Did Coach Granger have a role that he wanted you to play specifically to be effective as you were in the game today?
Speed. Mostly working hard in my defense and a lot of running, like using my speed up and down the court and rebounding using my legs.
Okay. All right, and yourself?
I'm Jenny Winning, and I'm a junior this year. And I think team-wise, again, I just love our team. We have great unity on our team, and we're like one big family. We just all love each other so much. And I think individual probably would be the game that we just had against Wednesday for playoffs against Horizon. that was probably one of my better games. So.
And to help the team, I noticed you like to shoot the three-point shot. Do you find yourself liking to go inside, or do you prefer to shoot from the outside? What's your favorite as far as your role for this team?
Well, I prefer to shoot outside, but if they're gonna come out on me, then I'll try and drive into the basket. But most teams we've played have run zone, and so it's left me open all year, and so I just try and shoot when I'm open. That's my job on the team, so that's what I try and do.
And great game today. All right, yourself.
Stephanie Shadwell, senior. Like the team, it's really close, and we just really like each other. And it's a great team, and I think this year is very special because there's 4 seniors, and then Jenny and the rest of the team, we're just all really close. But for me, my individual will probably be the RB tournament. We played very good competition, and I thought I stepped it up and could prove to people that I am a D1 player, even though I play for a Division V team. So.
And I understand that you're going to go to the University of Santa Barbara. How and when did that come about? Talk to us a little bit about that.
Well, it kind of came about junior year is when it really starts to pick up the recruiting, and I decided on early November that I just committed to Santa Barbara, and I just really like their school. They have a great team, great coach, and Alicia's going to go with me, and we're just going to have a really good time. So.
Okay, beautiful, and just continue things from there. And we've followed you, Stephanie, since your freshman year. A real pleasure to watch, as all of you are, and we'll keep it going here with yourself.
Hi, my name is Carrie Williams, and I'm a senior. And again, I'll have to say our team unity. It's just really good. And I think the best game for me was Buena, because that was really good competition and a really close game.
And again, your name sticks out in my mind because I think it was your freshman year and you hit like a three-point shot, and I think that started you on your way to having a lot of confidence and being as productive as you were on the year. How does it feel being the CIF champs?
Feels good.
Yeah.
Thanks so much. All right, as we keep it going during the post-game show, let's meet the rest of the Christian Patriots. Let's have each of you introduce yourselves, and we'll do it one at a time. Have each of you say, after you introduce yourself, give maybe a special moment during the year for each of you, maybe an individual game or something of that nature.
My name's Jessica Kennard, and I don't know. I really liked all the games. I have no clue which one.
Let me ask you this, Jessica. As a freshman, we mentioned at the end of the game, to get into the lineup now, you've got 3 more years. Talk to me about what was going through your stomach. Were you very, very nervous coming into this game being a final?
Yes, I was. I was just scared to death that he put me in at the end.
But you know what? The fact that he put you in at the end is going to help you for the years to come. That'll help your confidence. So good job in getting in. All right.
I'm Tracy Epps, and my favorite game was the Mar Vista game because I had 21 points.
Wow. Talk to us about that game, to be that productive now. Were your points coming from outside? Were you driving the lane, splitting the defenders? How were your points coming?
Basically transition layups and a few outside shots. Usually I don't shoot, so it's pretty cool.
All right. Another young player producing for Christian, and yourself.
I'm Valerie Nader, and I'm a sophomore. And my favorite game was tonight, but to think back in the past, I think it would be Horizon, because we played really good defense that game, and we just kept them down to little amount of points, and we all worked together really good. So that was my favorite. Yeah.
And Val, you've been an integral part of this team all year long. As a sophomore, getting more than ample playing time. What is the role that you have when Coach Granger sends you in or you're into the lineup? Does he say, hey, I want you to do this specifically? How can you help this team as you have all year?
He doesn't say specifically, but usually it's to help out down on the low post on defense if we're having problems there. And I'm usually behind my sister, so that's exciting for me, though, because I like to watch her play, and she's just like my idol. So.
You guys all have excellent attitudes. We'll keep it rolling yourself.
Okay. Hi, I'm April Karras. I guess probably individually my favorite game, there was a Marion game towards the beginning of the season. I just felt that for me that was a pretty good game. I had a pretty good amount of points and some assists, rebounds, pretty good all-around game.
And let me make a personal apology to you, because I think I was calling you April Cares instead of Karras, and I apologize for that. Okay, that happens sometime. Okay, and yourself?
Hi, I'm Laura Harp. I'm a sophomore, and so just about any game that I'd get adequate playing time was good for me. So.
Is there one game maybe on the JV that you had this year where you really lit it up you can talk to us about?
Well, on JV, that's a different story. I averaged 33 points a game, so that was good on JV. But I don't know.
All right. And as I asked the first group, how does it feel being the CIF champs?
Great.
Cool. Okay, thanks so much for joining us. Good luck in the States.
Thank you.
Back after the game with the head coach of the Julian Lady Eagles, Carl Folcarelli. And Carl, it's a game today that, you don't win it, but you learn a lot of things for the program.
Well, a game like this can only help our program. Playing the #1 team in the state and the #1 team in the county can only enhance our program. We have a state tournament game starting on Tuesday, and what better practice game going into that than playing the #1 team.
Missy Bryant played real well, and some of the other players did a good job today, but the thing was their outside shooting made it tough. They shot really well today.
Well, we opened up with zone against them. We thought we can get back, but with the big girls inside, when the zone collapsed, the other shooters swing around to the outside, and they hurt us outside in the beginning of the game.
Their transition game was pretty good today. They were up and down the court, but the thing was when it came time to collapse inside, they've just got the height.
They can go inside, they can go outside, they can pretty much do what they want, and they proved that today against us.
Well, you guys only lost a total of 2 games coming into this one. This is the 3rd game all year. Of course, you're going to the state. What's the focus now? Do you tell the girls for state, even though this is a big loss?
I just tell them, you know, the girls from Julian, we have 250 kids in our school, and they are a shining light for Julian in the basketball program, playing a team like this. And they never lost faith in the game. And in the last quarter, we always feel that we can come back and make the score respectable. I'm really happy about that. And I feel that we'll be back in the gym Monday afternoon, practicing hard. We'll go on the road somewhere far away, I'm sure, on Tuesday, and we'll be ready to go get them. 3 years ago in the same situation, they put us with the #1 team in the state. San Bernardino Christian was 28-0. We went out there and beat them by 15 points in the first game. So, and then we were on our way. We wound up losing the semifinals by a point, the game that we could have faced Christian. So we're real confident of our chances. We're the #6 ranked team in the state right now, and so we'll be facing one of those teams that are behind us.
Just curious, who were the 2 teams that beat you up until today?
Well, Crenshaw High School, who was 28-0 and the 4th-ranked girls team in the entire state, and then Holtville beat us in a game, and we came back and beat them by 25 a couple of weeks later. So we avenged that loss. And
those are bigger schools, too.
Bigger schools. I mean, we have kids that are in the program from when they're in kindergarten all the way up. Nobody ever transfers in, and that's why it's so special that these girls can make this appearance at the sports arena. It's really, you know, they're a shining light for us.
Well, thanks, Carl, and good luck in the state playoffs, and hope to see you again here at the sports arena with your Julian Lady.
Hopefully. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Okay.
We're here with some of the players for the Julian Lady Eagles, and you got to this to the final game here against a great program. What'd you feel about at least getting an opportunity? You're Gabby Rojas, right?
Yeah.
What'd you feel about your opportunity to play in a game or be a part of a big game like this today?
I think our team really deserved the opportunity to be here. We played really hard, and they played their hearts out today, so we deserved it.
And what grade are you?
I'm in 9th grade.
9th grade. Okay, so you're going to get maybe another opportunity to play in something like this. Let me talk to your teammate, Katie McDowell. You are what grade?
I'm a freshman.
You're a freshman, so you're going to get another opportunity, definitely, with a great program. What did you feel about the learning experience today for Lady?
I think everyone played really good, and they really tried hard, and I don't think we did anything bad at all. I think we worked as a team, and everything went great, so I'm proud of my whole team.
Okay, let me get a word from your other teammate, and you are?
Amber Holt.
Amber, you're a guard, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
And you got an opportunity to have a good year. What was your best game all year, you think?
Probably against Calvin Christian. I got 29 points in that game. And then we also played the varsity, so it's really, I love playing with our team. They've taught us a lot, and just having a great year, it's great. So they should be proud, really proud.
I think you should.
Be with them.
Okay, and you are?
Tara Howard.
Tara Howard. Tara, if you want to. Today's game was one where it doesn't necessarily come out the way you want it to be, but the thing is, you get a great experience. And what grade are you again?
I'm a freshman.
You're a freshman, so again, like your teammates here, you're going to be back for more, hopefully here in the CIF finals, right?
Yeah, I hope we get here again.
Okay. What would you like to say for your parents or anybody here on the film here?
Thanks.
Thanks.
Support to us. Thanks.
Yeah, we love Julian. It's great.
Okay. So nice place to play basketball. Nice place to live. Okay. Thanks very much, girls. Good luck. Okay, we're here with the center, Aaron Vores. Aaron, you're what, a sophomore?
Mm-hmm.
Aaron, it was tough playing inside against the Naders and some of their fine players inside, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was very difficult. They're a lot taller than me, a lot taller. And they are very strong players. They're very good.
But this is a great learning experience for you, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was very good. It'll help us out a lot when we go to state.
Definitely. You know, you go to state, and this is going to be your first time going to state?
Yeah.
So you know, you're going to face some other teams that may have similar styles but may not be quite as good. And so this gives you an opportunity to maybe do some things down low, right?
Yep. Yeah, I'm going to work real hard on boxing out real hard against these tall girls, just a little bit harder.
Only 3 games that you lose the whole year. What a season, right?
We had a great season this year, great season. Worked very hard.
Your coach, Carl Folcarelli, he's a really good coach, and he stresses good team play up and down the court, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's very, he teaches us to be very disciplined players. We're very disciplined. We work very hard. He's a good coach.
Okay, well, thanks, Aaron, and good luck in the state playoffs.
All right, joining us now is Coach Granger. Another fairly easy victory, but let me ask you this. Against Julian coming in, you'd never played him on the year. What was like a general game plan to be productive as you were?
Basically, our game plan was to be very aggressive against them defensively and to force them into turnovers, and also to make sure we got back on defense in the rotation, because they like to send people after the other team shoots and gets back and get easy transitions. So we wanted to prevent them from getting easy transition baskets, as well as shutting them down defensively, and we did a nice job doing both.
Okay. And I talked to you before the game. On the T-shirts of all your players, it said "Strive for 5." I personally thought it was CIF because you guys were here, I think, 5 or 6 times in a row. You won, actually, I think, 5 or 6 in a row, or you've been to the final 5 or 6 times in a row. Talk to me about what that really meant.
Well, Strive for 5 on the back of the shirts basically means we've been here 6 times in a row. This is our 5th consecutive CIF championship, but Strive for 5 in '95 means we want to get to the state finals for the 5th year in a row. It'll be the first time a team from San Diego has ever done that. The great teams of Point Loma High School back in the late '80s got there 4 times and won 4 consecutive state championships, but our motto is to get back to the state championship, and that's one of the small steps, was winning the CIF championship today.
Okay. Any formidable opponents do you foresee coming in for the state tournament?
We've scouted one of the teams, 2 of the teams already. We're going to go see the other 4 tonight, so we'll have everybody on videotape. There's some good teams out there in Southern California. Pasadena Poly is a very good team, as well as Mission Prep. You know, we'll have them all scouted and be ready to play them on Tuesday.
Okay, and last question, being the coach, a report card for the team today, offensively, defensively, press, what do you feel?
I feel very good about it. You know, I'd give them about I had to give them an A. Wouldn't be an A+ because we're not playing a perfect game as yet, even though we strive to be perfect. They played a very good basketball game, both offensively and defensively, and you know, score 55 points and a half is a display. There's no doubt about it. We shot the ball extremely well. I'm just real happy. It was a nice victory for the girls. No
Sure
doubt.
was. All right, Kenny Granger, thanks for joining us. As always, a pleasure. Good luck in the state tournament.
Thank you. Take care.
Back with 2 more Julian Lady Eagles with April Olson and Missy Bryan. We'll start first with April. April, it's a tough game today. Playing guard, you really have to try and do a lot of things against a team that's very quick in the backcourt.
They had a great offense, and we tried our best to play man against them. I think we could really improve on it when we're ready next time.
Yeah, you will. It's been a great season, though.
Yeah, it's been fun. We're just glad we got to the sports arena.
This is your first time being in the CIF finals, right?
Yeah. Yeah, all the upperclassmen always talked about how great it was in '92 when they made it here, and so I've always wanted to help them out and get back here.
So that was a thing that you said you always want to be able to have a chance to do that.
Since the end of last year, it's been our goal.
What a goal. And let me talk to your teammate. You are a player that is able to do a lot of things, Missy, and today you were able to exemplify that on the court today, but unfortunately it came out in a losing end. What do you take from a game like this?
I don't know. I think we got to go back, do a lot of hard work. We're still in there. I mean, we can meet these guys again. It's not over. We still have to practice.
That's right. You could meet them maybe in the state championship.
Yeah, I definitely think we can do that, meet them there.
There's a question I had the other day on one of the games that I saw here yesterday. Do you guys get the day off at school to come, like if they have any of the playoff games here, like on a weekday or something, would they give you guys the day off?
If it was a 12:30 game like today, we'd have to leave early. We left today to get breakfast and stuff, so. Yeah,
it's a long trip from Julian, isn't it?
Yeah, it's very long. I don't know. They better give us the day off. That'd be way weak.
Well, your coach, Carl Folcarelli, seems to be a very good coach. He knows a lot of basketball. He really does.
Yeah, I love Carl. He's our friend. He's more a friend, too, than just a coach, so it helps out a lot because we all get along.
Well, it seems like they are, as a program, are really together as a unit, all the parents, the coaches, the players, and it seems like that's, coming from a small school, is the thing.
Yeah. It's great. All our parents were just as excited as we were to play today. They were all nervous and stuff. And I love playing at Julian.
Okay, and do you think, Missy, that you'll be going to play for a major college or anything like that?
I'm not sure yet. I was thinking about it, but then I kind of decided not to because I was going to rodeo. But I don't know. I'm doing good in it, so I'll probably play like at a JC, and then I don't know. I don't know.
How far it takes you, right? Okay, well, thanks, April and Missy, and good luck in the state playoffs. Thank you. We're back with some more of the Lady Eagles from Julian, and here Lilia Fagan. What position you play, Lilia, out there?
I'm a forward.
How do you like playing forward?
I love it. I like to battle under the board with Missy and practice, and I really enjoy it.
It was tough for you guys down low. They have some tall players, and they have some very skilled players, and you guys really had to come up with some things today.
Yes, we did. They're a very tough team. They've got a lot of height, but we've also got a lot of heart, and we dig within. So.
It seems like you do. And let me talk to your teammate here. And this is Stephanie Sick, the guard, who does all the playmaking and everything. How is it being a playmaker?
It's a lot of fun. I have a great team to work with, a lot of people that battle underneath, and we can shoot the threes outside. And I was just really proud of our team today. We lost by a lot, but we played a great, I thought, a great game against a great opponent. And we're ready to go and battle in state. We're going to win our first game and probably see Christian again, so we're excited about it.
Okay, Stephanie, what was your best game all year?
Best game all year was both two league games against Bishops, our league rivals, and we had to get past them to get to this point, and we did that, and that's why we were here. So it was exciting.
You're going to be back with the team?
It's my senior year, so I'm not back next year, but I was excited to be here my senior year. I told myself when I was a freshman we were here, I said I'm going to get back here, and we did, so it was a lot of fun.
The goal came true. And let me get your teammate here, and you're again?
Aubrey Livermore.
Aubrey, you're as an off guard today, you know, they in the backcourt play very well. They're able to steal the ball at times. They'll be able to make it very tough on the outside. You guys try to get your outside shot going, but they made it very tough to get anything consistent, right?
Yeah, it was difficult. They have a good defense. They have some really good shooters on the outside, quick shooters, and they don't waste any time taking their shots. So.
But you girls have really made it great for Julian getting in the finals. They'll probably be in the paper, and you know, now you're going to the state playoffs, and you know, bigger, better things to come, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I feel like we've made our community very proud, and we went all the way, and we showed the guys at our school that we could go all the way, and we're really excited to go to state.
You guys get the chance to play against them every once in a while just for fun or anything, just to learn some things from them?
Not this year. We did last year.
Okay, girls. Well, thank you very much, and congratulations. You only lost 3 games. That's a fantastic season for 94-95, and good luck in the state playoffs.
Thank you.
Championship contest. Presenting the awards will be Mr. Kevin Williams, the CIF Section Commissioner, assisted by Mr. Charles Hartman, the Superintendent of the Julian Union High School District.
Hi. Ladies, you look gorgeous. Gee, do you look nice. Congratulations. You'll be playing on the road a long ways.
Further than Pomona?
It may be Porterville, but we wish you well. And when your name is called, step up to Mr. Garden and receive your runner-up award. Nice, they look good. Look at the nice looking thing here.
Just one.
Presenting the runners-up is by the Lady Eagles of Julian High School. Stephanie Sick.
Step forward.
All ladies uniform. Amber Colts. Juliet Mr. Silverwood will be presenting the award, assisted by the Christian High School Principal, Mr. Ed Giles.
Ladies, congratulations.
Introducing the champion, Jessica Kennard.
Dare I start again? Congratulations on a great season. You'll be playing at home. I don't know against whom, but we'll find out tomorrow morning. And good luck. And you will call me. Try the Union Tribune first, or the state office, and then phone me at the last call. Okay, as your name is called, step forward, Mr. Giles, receive your award.
Who wants me?
And now we're ready. First the players, Jessica Kennard.
Good season. Congratulations.
Tracy Valerie Almeida.
Valerie, good job. Great season.
Jen.
Thank you, Mark. Congratulations, Judy.
April Payton.
Oh, April. Great season.
Karen Williams.
Oh, Carrie, congratulations. Good work.
Alicia Mayer.
Lisa, congratulations. Good job.
Stephanie Yadla.
I thought she graduated years ago.
April Harris.
Congratulations.
Laura Hart.
Laura. Whoops, that one. There you go.
The assistant coaches are Don Williams.
Don, thank you very
And
much.
Lauren Salter.
Lauren, thank you.
And to accept the championship award, the head coach of the Champion Patriots, Mr. Ken Granger.
Once again, congratulations, Ken. Good luck. I hope you take it all.
Let's hope so.
Okay.
Girls,
Good luck, girls.
Thank you.
Again, we remind Patriot fans that they too will be advancing to the Southern California playoffs. Their first game will be Tuesday. Check with the school or with the newspapers to determine the site, the time, and the opponent.
Okay, we are here to close things out here at the San Diego Sports Arena. You saw all the players get all the rewards. We got a chance to speak with the majority of the players for the post-game show, and that's always a lot of fun. You can see action getting underway here. The second game, third, fourth, and fifth game throughout the day, all underway. Greg, I tell you, we spoke with both teams. Both teams are going on to the state tournament, so it's not over. A lot more basketball to be played.
The Julian Lady Eagles learned a lot from today's game, even though they were outmanned basically in a lot of areas, but they learned a lot, and they'll be ready for state play.
All right, for George Langevin on camera, Greg Porter, I'm Mike Benson saying hope you enjoyed all the action. As always, we sincerely enjoy bringing it to you. Take care now. Bye-bye.